Well, this is a Eurovision debate, but I don't have any ideas for an intro. Europe Scalaway, what about you?
No.
Well then, I suppose we're just going to have to run with that. What do you think?
Yes, we should. Hello everyone, this is Europe Scalaway here, and I'm stealing Tessa's intro.
Hi, I'm Tessellating Hexagons. Sorry. I'm stealing her bit. Sorry.
Do you really think I say sorry that much?
Yes, you do. Anyway, Eurovision debate. Back after a week off, although it's not really been a week off because we're recording this on the Wednesday between the semi-finals. But, yep. And oh my fucking Christ, microphone, can you please be consistent with your sensitivity? But yes, hello.
Hello.
So we're beginning with round one with our 2 minutes of opening statement, and who's going first? We used to decide manually, but now we just leave it to random chance because fuck us in the butt.
Tails!
I can never remember what that means.
You're going first for the second week in a row. Yay.
Oh no, here we go. I've got San Marino. And she's got Macedonia, if I'm remembering rightly. I know those are the two countries, I just don't remember which way round they are.
Yes. My heart is beating like a million drums, 'cause you're the ground under my feet. And I'm trying to hold on, but baby I'm falling free. Like the autumn leaves. I'm just randomly singing at this point. Okay, you have 2 minutes to defend San Marino. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
Well, first things first, San Marilist, because there's a reason why they call it the most serene republic, you know. I don't know what that is, but there's a reason. Deal with it. So, San Marino, they've not been the most successful at Eurovision. They've taken part 5 times, only made it to the final once. But here's the big thing with it, right? They've managed to do better every single time. They've never failed to improve upon last year's performance for every year they've taken part. 2008, 19th in the semi. 2011, because they missed a couple of years, 16th in the semi. Then 14th, then 11th, then 10th, leading to 24th in the final. So as long as we qualify this year, we could probably improve upon that again. That's kind of San Marino's thing. The growing, cold, boob-shaped kind of squishy Cyprus country. I mean, seriously, look on the map. How else would you describe it? And they brought... If Conchita Wurst is the queen of Eurovision, then San Marino introduced the Duchess Prime, the Princess, the Lord Arena, the one, the only, the unforgettable Senate. No, Valentina Monetta, 3 times in a row, one of the only artists to ever do that, to not only come back a second time, but a third time successively, and a 4th time if you count the fact that she's going to be being the spokesperson for this year for San Marino. And... you know, the junior contest is kind of a similar story, although they don't have quite the same improving upon previous mistakes, but their two San Marinese junior contestants have gone on to become one single adult contestant. Valentina Monetta, you're a fusion! The references. But, yes, Michele Pagnola and one of the Peppermints joined forces to become... this year's participant, after Michele being their spokesperson the previous year. San Marino is just all about things coming together. It's all bleeding coming together.
Wow.
I don't remember sticking my dick into that pause, but it was most certainly pregnant.
You made some interesting points there, Tess. And then you had to ruin it.
Really?
Just because I say they're interesting doesn't mean they're valid.
Oh, snap biscuits.
They are delicious. Anyway.
Are you ready for your due minuti on the subject of why Macedonia, the former Yugoslav Republic of, is actually the best at space? You have 2 minutes on QVC Macedonia. Begin.
Well, Macedonia, they competed under Yugoslavia for a bunch of years, but they debuted as an independent country in 1996, which was the year Darling Tess was born. Anyway, their first entrant was Calliope, and that failed to qualify from the semi that existed in 1996, and then they withdrew in 1997, came back in 1998, 19th in the final, withdrew in 1999, came back in 2000, 15th in the final, withdrew in 2001, 2002 came back, 2003 withdrew, and then they've participated every year since then. Yay! We haven't been improving on our placings that much as San Marino, but we have participated consistently and we have qualified to the final a grand total of 5 times! Not including this year's, unfortunately. Sad face. Anyway. And Junior Eurovision. Well, what can I say about that? We have 2 last places, granted. We've sung in Macedonian, granted, but then again that's to the rules of Junior Eurovision. And we've achieved top 10 placings 4 times and 12th 4 times. I'm sensing a pattern. We've sung in Macedonian and English, so... Oh, and a bit of Romany in 2013. So, yeah, at least we've been experimentational list with our languages. So, yeah. I don't really know what else to say about Macedonia. Well, how much time do I have?
Time.
Okay, good. See?
How many times do I have to tell you? I make hand gestures!
The problem with me is time. I am either too short or too long-winded. Well, I'm short. Leave me alone. This has nothing to do with you. Shut up and fuck off. I've just seen the title of their song from 2007 in the Junior contest. That just reminds me of Markiplier and or the Bay. Ding ding dong. Markiplier.
Oh dear.
Markiplier and Alex. I ship it.
No. He's mine and he's Hayley's.
Who's Hayley's and who's yours? Which way round is this?
Who the fuck do you think?
You're dating Markiplier and the Bay is dating Hayley.
Scratch that, reverse it, you absolute Yorkshire pudding.
Scratch that, reverse it, let's get on with our day. Anyway, this is round 2, the cross-examination nation. You have 1 minute.
We have 1 minute to anger each other's nipple hairs. Slap.
Well, you have 1 minute to say why San Marino is better than Macedonia. 3, 2, 1, go.
Now, much as it pains me to say it, the theme of Macedonia is abject failure. Your best placing in the big contest is 12th. Your best placing in the junior contest is 5th. Your best placing in the Turk Vision is 14th. You failed to qualify the first time, so sit down. It's just... this year... Macedonia took a vote of what to do with Eurovision, and the overall winner of that was to withdraw, but then they decided to use the second place option instead, which was pick a song through the Skopje Fest, and that worked out well for them. And I want them to keep participating. I like Macedonia. They've got the 3rd prettiest flag in the world according to an international poll, but unfortunately, just the recurring theme with everything they do is complete and utter failure, and the nice thing I can say is they introduced the barp barp feep foop huppa duppa dup 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 thing, which sort of became a meme between myself and Alex, and I'll probably cover that song at some point just to prove my point. But 2010, what kind of a song title is Ew, Ew in the junior contest? Not to mention Ooh, My Ding Ding Dong in 2007. Like, who are you?
Hey everybody, this is Markiplier. No, I'm not Markiplier. I am too girl to be Markiplier.
Markiplier. Macedonia. Anyway, you have 1 minute to caress and then surprisingly slap the nipples of San Marino, and I snapped my own nipple for effect there. Totally worth it. Your time begins in time, begin, now, go.
Well, with a population of 31,000 people, you send the same singer 3 times. Why? All I can say to that is why. And most of the time, with the exception of Valentina and one half of Mikel and Anita, you seem to borrow from Italy. This is Eurovision, not an online song contest. What's all this boring shiz? Anyway, your best... But yes, I will admit, you have improved in the big contest. But in the junior contest, you seem to be getting worse. Because in 2013, you came 10th. In 2014, you came 15th. With half of the score from last year. Because in 2013, they got 42. And in 2014, they got 21. Yay, I can math. But, yeah. With a lot...
Time.
With a decently sized population, you can send more than just one singer over and over again.
Says you, with your constantly teasing the anus of Eurovision with Tiana Dapčević and her sister.
Yeah, but they're not the same person.
Well, no, but, like, her sister from 2008 was taking part in the national final. She came second in Skopje Fest this year. Well, I mean, last year, but it was fourth this year. I
don't understand your logic of thinking.
You're teasing Eurovision's butthole, that's all I have to say. Anyway,
Well, you
are we done
plunged in.
here, shall we?
You plunged straight into the butthole anyway. Let's move on to round 3.
Well, shall we get an entire ice cube tray of lard, grease up the track, and waddle down on our butts into round 3, where we have a minute and a half to make closing statements and Waticus Notium.
Yeah, don't do that ever again. Like, ever.
Oh, and Calliope, she's a returning artist. You fuck.
Yes, but we didn't send her 3 times in a row.
You know, I tried to drink water and drips down the left side of my face.
1 minute and a half to say why San Marino is the best at space. 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, so twice Macedonia has been screwed out of qualifying by a wildcard rule that they've since got rid of, because you came 10th in the semi-finals in 2008 and 9, and they still didn't want you in the final. Says a lot about how much they like you. Anyway, I will point out, Valentina is Samarinese. Anita Simoncini, she's the Samarinese one, I think. Yeah.
Yes.
Michele Pagnola is officially from Italy, but Senate's backing singers was from San Marino, and several members of Mio Dio are from San Marino. So back the fuck up. Actually, that's kind of all I have to say on the matter, really. You give all your ass points to Turkey and Albania, and we're just casually giving points to Greece and Azerbaijan. Italy barely comes close. Like Italy doesn't even give us points, and we only given them 23 points in the grand total of ever. So, yeah, we can't exactly be accused of neighbour votation. Whereas you, your Turkey, your Albania, your Bosnia, your Slovenia, your Serbia, your butt sex. You see, like, and not to mention, you keep pissing off the Greeks with your name. And yeah, that song, like, your best ever placing was of a woman inviting you to Nina Nai with her, if you know what I mean. Our best placing is Valentina having an existential crisis. I think that's a bit more meaningful. Not to mention Chrysalide, one of the biggest underrated tragedies of the Eurovision ever. IKEA watermelon lamp. Drops the mic.
Watermelon explosion victory.
Expand dong.
I'd rather not.
I love that meme though. I crave that mineral.
Memes aren't
Anyway.
minerals. They're clearly vegetables.
No, you're thinking of sweet potatoes. And even then, those are tubers. Anyway,
Yes.
the time begins in A, B, Z, go.
You can't even alphabet correctly. Anyway, Well, San Marino can't be accused of neighbour voteration. Well, junior contest gave you most points to Malta. Granted, that's not Italy, but Italy didn't debut until 2014, and you still gave them 12. Malta can be considered one of your neighbours. You gave most points to them, and you received the most points from Italy in the junior contest. Granted, in the big contest, there we go, if I could speak today, you do give most of your points to Greece and Albania and Azerbaijan, but you do give your points to Italy. They're actually third in what you've given them points to. 23 points over your course of participations. Granted, you don't receive their love back, so yeah, that's a thing. But yeah, we piss off the Greeks with our name because we are the former Yugoslav Republic of Macedonia, and there is a Macedonia in Greece. But that's why we use that's why we use F.Y.R in front of our name, so that there is no confusiones between the two. Granted, in 2006, when Greece hosted it, they just used our full name, whereas every other year since then, they've used F.Y.R Macedonia.
And then on our score sheets at our home, we just use whatever 3 letters we can pull out of our arse. We've had this year it was OMG Macedonia. We've had BBQ, ABC, S&M, 1, 2, 3. Take your pick.
1, 2, 3. Those aren't letters.
I could count to potato.
Potato's not a number.
It is if you try hard and believe in yourself.
And if we fry potatoes, what will we have for lunch?
There's a Burger King down the road. The hunger inside is telling us we can fly to Nando's on the butterfly chicken wings on a cosmic track. Love attack. I'm gonna get myself a snack.
Nailed it.
What would be really funny is if by the time we upload this, Belgium ends up winning Eurovision. Because, to reiterate, this was recorded on the Wednesday between the semi-finals, but it's going up on the Tuesday of the week after, so we'll see what happens. Anyway, time to determine what happens the following week with our debates then.
Okay.
If you don't know how this works by now, I feel bad for you, son. I got 99 problems, but explaining this voting is not one. So, who's doing what in which hole?
Tails.
I get to choose?
Yes.
Well, I got nothing to lose. I've defended the most serene republic. I'll go first. And I get Eastyland, otherwise known as Estonia.
Good luck with that.
Well, I didn't want to wake you up by making valid points. And Lozzie Sausage Poo Poo will be... Oh, I can see a reflection of green in my hair. I think that means my headphones are finished charging. Laura will be debating in favour of Cyprosia.
Yay!
So, Estonia versus Cyprus. Finland's butt buddy versus Greece's bitch monkey. Or something like that.
What? That doesn't even make any sense!
You're just jealous because we're Finland's butt buddy. Anyway, I have been and will continue to have been continuing to have been tessellating hexagons. As I shall continue to have been.
And I've been Europe's Galloway, and I don't need a long-winded outro.